It's a stadium so big, you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And off we go from Dallas. Here's a return from the 7. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Big strike here to Moore. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Headed out right. Complete out to the right. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Set.
Throwing now, Herbert. And he's got this complete to Dameon Pierce. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
12.
Working inside the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Jackpot Lesney on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. He'll look to throw. He put everything he had into this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring him down. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after 3 and out.
I think it's going to take a few more
hit that,
before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
We're going for this.
Oh my goodness. What the fuck is he doing?
Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Okay, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Herbert now off the play fake. Sends this to the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it.
That shit, boy.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Throw secured by George Pickett. Oh, it looked like he was going to have that first, didn't it? But after the stop, they're going to be a little bit short at the 22.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
On 3rd and 1, it's Herbert. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
They connect with the first.
Oh, good.
They stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. George Pickens the touchdown. But Leslie's extra point is up and good. And the Panthers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Returnable from the 1.
C'est correct. On va voir si tu vas bien manger après ça, là.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin to drive. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They go play action on 1st down. Buying some time right. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
To throw here on first down. He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down. All set to go now from the 35. Taylor gets it on first and 10. He has room past the 25. Nice cut. And he is in for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Devin Duvernay to return it. And this
That ball away. That ball away.
25. Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Running back sent in motion. Throwing on first is Herbert. Set up the screen. Here's Moore.
I got buddies.
Just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Au moins tu utilises Herbert là. Herbert, mon boy là.
Second and 3 now. This is Pierce running right. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
O'Neal.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Herbert.
Give me that. Give me that, boy.
It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it.
Give me that, boy.
And the Cowboys take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, play action. He rolls to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he will score.
Yo, I'm gonna miss that rookie, bro. That rookie is nice. I fucked up. Yo, j'ai drafté un demon.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Ryland now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Ain't buying it, Kate. No, sir.
The
extra point now? Can't do it. This game should be tied right now.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. He's got Khalil Shakir. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Set. 380. Ready.
Play action now for Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. We've got 14-13 on the board. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Shotgun handoff to Pierce. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield on their own side.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. 1st and 10, Herbert. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
We've got a screen to the running back. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Cake? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He's got it. Complete to Pickens.
Give me that fucking ball.
Down to the 13-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
That's good for a Panthers. 1st down.
They kick the running back in motion.
1st and goal.
Pierce. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Herbert from the gun. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow the lead to 7. George Pickens the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Bonjour.
But Leslie tacks on the extra point. And the Panthers grow their lead to 8.
Elle est où, Florence?
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. Jukes away from 1. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 32.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Escapes the pocket. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the 1st.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Sticking to the air here. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And he takes it down to the 33. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
They are throwing it again. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Forced out to his right. And he will get into the end zone. That ties this game up. Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the two-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a two-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. Panthers look just about ready. First and 10.
Set. Set.
Herbert now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Second down, give to Harvey. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Offense in a hurry up here. On third down, Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up fourth and long. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Delta shot.
On fourth down, here's Herbert. Flushed out of the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their game doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offensive line fast.
By Harold Landry. It's a loss of 8. Brings up second and 18.
Second down carry for Taylor. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. Third down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gets out of trouble. On the move, headed right. He's going to run for it. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
He finds him beyond the marker. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone corner, but he's still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Goal to go. It's a pass play to the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal. Here's a design run. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing. Get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Surprise here. They're running for it. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not
I thought you was going to crash, but all right.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Starting from the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's loaded another one up. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
From the gun, here's Pierce. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Trying for the deep ball.
Good, beautiful, beautiful ball, beautiful ball, beautiful. That was beautiful.
The Panthers tie it just before halftime. DJ Moore, the touchdown. But Leslie's extra point is up and good. And they'll take the lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Has this at the 6. Escapes the defender. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing from the gun. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. He'll throw it. Finds Chase on the slant. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. Third and just 2 to go. Looking to throw. Chased out to his right. He's taking a shot down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Return starts from the goal line. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting the third with Taylor. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Going now on first down. That's completed right side. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A great pass from the rookie out of Texas A&M, and a new set of downs to boot. Working quickly here. Throwing it again here. Buys time, rolling right.
Tremendous play by the defense. I mean, just spectacular to corral him behind the line. It can be tough to track these guys down today when they decide to scramble so many good runners. But it was good pursuit to stay on him the entire way.
They'll work against the blitz. Hits him on the out route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Shotgun, hand off to Taylor. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They'll throw it. Left side into the hands of Warren. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Option give to Taylor. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second and goal, they're going to throw. Stays in bounds and makes the catch.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Third and goal, they need 3 yards here. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's close, Brock, but it looks like he's out just a little bit short. A good effort, but now they've got a choice to make on 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Penalty moves him closer, and they're going to try to convert this one on 4th. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's in yet again. Another rushing score. The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. As their quarterback, Brock, he's the one told him to get it done in moments like this. But even though he's the one who scored, you and I both know he is not the one who made it happen on that 4th down.
It's pride up front. That was all the guys up top that just said, listen, man, we are going to work this thing. We're going to give you a push. And, Kate, let me tell you, as a quarterback, you know right away. You can feel that push and that surge. And those big guys led the way for 6. I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. He'll take this at the 10. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or 2 miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Herbert from the gun. Brought in right side by Moore. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
Go.
On 3rd and 1, it's Herbert. And he put everything he's got behind it. Intended for Pickens. It's intercepted. Ja'Cory Bennett has it. And the Cowboys take over as he records his 10th career INT. Dallas getting everybody sense. They've got 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
He'll start on the ground. Taylor. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They go play action on 1st down. Headed out right. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that'll be good for Dallas. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys push the lead up to 12.
40. Panthers 28. Chad Ryland to kick off.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. That's more of the catch out left. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He's got more once again. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers now within 1 score in the 4th. George Pickens the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Todd Leslie tacks on the extra point. And the Panthers trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Chooses to bring this one out. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. And he's tackled for a short gain. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Has it downfield, working the left. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
6-yard line.
On the draw, this is Taylor. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down from the 42. They're going play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They get 22 on that play. That'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down a little short. No. They do give him the 10-yard line. Dose of the hurry up here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, Taylor. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Right here, Kate, this is where I'd love to see a team go no huddle. You just ripped off a great run, a momentum-changing run. Now get back to the line and don't let that defense breathe.
For an insurance score here, it's 1st and goal.
Qu'est-ce qui est mieux? 10h30. Faut aller la chercher. So.
Line up the design keeper. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looks like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Running the read option. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that two-point attempt.
Panthers 35.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Fielded at the 7. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
And the Panther first down.
Herbert on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
That's Pickens with a catch outright. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Panthers trailing by 11. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Herbert to throw once more. Into the hands of Pickens. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers now within 1 score in the 4th. George Pickens the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game. Back to throw. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy,
non, je pensais que je l'avais.
birdie when it matters the most.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Setting up to pass. Come on, back to that Pickens well again. And the tackle's made
Impossible, je l'avais.
Gives him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
J'étais sûr que c'était bon.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Dumped off to his running back. Works his way to the 35. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. You've set it downs for him from the 31.
And the Panther first down.
Count. Hey, ram. Baylor Tiger. Go.
Pierce up the middle. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Set. 50, 80.
Here he is to throw. That's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game.
Yo.
So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though
and he's into the end zone. So that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this fourth quarter.
Ça se peut pas, man.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Returnable from the 2. He dodged the tackle. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
Yo, that's pretty good.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level.
Yo,
they
that's
want
good.
this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Panthers into that one.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's...
Now, hang on. They want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game. Now, Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. So following the fumble and the recovery, here comes second and short. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Here's a throw. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there. Right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense to line. This is second and 4. They are throwing it again. Maybe a bit of desperation. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted.
Yo, c'est quoi ça?
And the Panthers make the play that should win them this game. Well,
That's
I know I don't need
super.
to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did. Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He finds Pickens left side. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line.